What would it look like for you to care, but not to carry other people's mental and emotional burdens? I'm Jessica Amos, helping you learn to stay with yourself. Hi, welcome to day 3 of this Soul Thriving mini course. My name is Jessica Amos, and I am so happy to be here with you today. Today, I want to talk to you as a big-hearted, loving, deeply caring person. And if you remember from the welcome video, this is the part when I started talking about your big, beautiful heart that started to make me very, very emotional, only because I feel you. And I love every client and every student that comes into my space. And I love you here now because I know that you are a big-hearted person. And so often as big-hearted people, we can struggle to have boundaries around our hearts, around our energy fields. A lot of us have been taught codependency or people pleasing, or have these empathic tendencies that mean that we feel a lot and we carry a lot, of mental and emotional energy that doesn't even necessarily belong to us. We can talk with someone who's having a hard day, who really is like kind of dumping or pouring out all their feelings, and we can walk away carrying all of those feelings and everything that they're feeling. And that can be a burden to us. And that actually can get in the way of us being able to care, not just for ourselves, but being able to care for all the people and all the things that we have to take care of, that we care about so much. And it can drain our energy. I know for me, it can like ruin a day, and not like ruin it necessarily with like in a judgmental sense, but it can really fuck up my energy, if I'm being honest. Like if I cross paths with an energy that just kind of like that gets in here, and like it can cause anxiety or sadness or pain or depression or hurt, and it's not even mine. So anyway, my point is that as big-hearted people who care a lot for others, you have a high capacity to be able to care for a lot. It's very easy for us to set aside our own needs, to not even really even know how we feel, or to be giving any attention to our own feelings or our own needs, because we are so bombarded with taking on other people's feelings and mental burdens. So the whole concept for today's lesson is on care but don't carry. One of my teachers used this phrase with me years ago, and I was like, blew my mind. Care but don't carry. And this is the question I want to pose today in your journaling, in your practices, and the meditation we do, is what would it look like for you to care but not to carry the burden of other people's mental and emotional burdens? And what would it look like for you to have your primary focus just be on caring for yourself? Because the truth is, and I love this too, is you cannot pour from an empty cup. And I do a lot of teachings on this, is you cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are not filling your cup first, how are you expecting to be able to give to all the people and all the places and all the things that you care so deeply about, and that you have in your care, that are dependent on you to care for them? It is essential, if we really truly love and care for other people, the greatest gift, like the greatest gift we can give anybody that we love and care for, is to first care for ourselves. And I had someone put it to me this way, and this is how I've put it to my clients and students ever since, is like, if you had somebody that like you maybe were dependent on, or you were hoping to get something from, or you were there was someone who you wanted support from, but you saw that they couldn't support themselves and they couldn't care for themselves, and they were totally depleted and exhausted and really had very little regard for making sure that they were taking care of themselves, would you feel like you could trust them to take care of you? my answer was no. Like, no, if I don't trust someone who's not taking care of themselves to be able to take care of me. But so often that is us. That is us not taking care of ourselves. And then we're telling our children and our spouses and our friends and our coworkers and our employees and anyone around us, hey, trust me, I'll take care of you. And another piece to this too is many of us learned that in order to receive love, we had to give up ourselves. That we had to give and give and give and give and give. And we never learned to give back to ourselves. We learned the only way to receive love was to just be constantly giving. And in this way, again, many of us are living from this sense that we're not lovable and we're not worthy and we're not valuable. So that even goes back to the prayer that I shared with you in the very first part here is, may I know my own value, beauty, and worthiness without question. So that is our focus today. How can you care but not carry? How can you care for yourself first, fill yourself first, and then give from the fullness of your cup and understand that you caring for yourself is equal to caring for other people. Yes. Okay. I love it. I hope you find that helpful. Until next time, may you stay with yourself today and always.